Hey guys, I've got another figure to unbox for you today. This time it's the Assault Kingdom number 32 Master Gundam. Now in the last video I showed you guys that I got a Converge figure from a shop here in Korea, in Seoul. And that Converge figure was 5,400 won. This one was actually 5,200 won, so the Converge figure is actually a little bit more expensive. But anyway, this costs right around like maybe $4.50, something like that in American currency. Somewhere around 500 yen. Not a bad price. The Assault Kingdom figures I do like for their posability, for their articulation, but their details are not quite as good as the Converge figures, or definitely not as good as the standard figures, but they are pretty cool little figures. And I am a big fan of the Master Gundam. Well, I've never built any of the Master Gundam kits, the HG or the HG or the Master Grade. That's just because I've just found those kits to be a little bit not that good looking, in my opinion. The suit looks much better in its anime form, and especially in the Dynasty Warriors Gundam game. It's actually one of my favorite mobile suits to use in that game. But anyway, let's take a look at this cool box art here on the side. Cool art of the Master Gundam standing in that kind of signature pose there, like that. On this side, just some mumbo jumbo there. On the top, just see another little cool picture there. On the back, got a bunch of pictures of some different effects there, showing it with the Shining Gundam. And then the other mobile suits in this series, it looks like, it's hard to tell, I think it's the Dom, the Starbuild Strike, and the, oh yeah, it's written right there, Starbuild Strike, the Build Burning, the Rick Dom, and the Master Gundam in this series. And then here's a look at the accessories. Looks like it comes with a clear base and a bunch of different hands, and then the beam ribbon. So it looks pretty cool. Let's open this up. Yeah, pretty packed, quite a lot of stuff in here. It's pretty cool. And one thing that these other series are coming with sometimes is that you'll get like one piece that's just a piece that, like, if you buy all four in the set, then you can make something else. But in this case, it doesn't look like there's anything like that. It just looks like the base can be combined with other bases to make one larger base. But anyway, here you can see what we've got in here. There's the arm pieces for the base, the Master Gundam itself, the wing backpack, all the hands. Looks like we've got 8 different hands on there, and then the ribbon, which is very bright pink. That's really cool. Looks really nice, actually. Let's get everything out of the bags and take a look at what we've got. Alright, so here's everything all laid out. Why don't we take a look at the base first. It's just a hexagonal base here, and it's got some female ports, and then it also has some male ports there. So the arm actually has 1, 2, 3 pieces, 2 pieces like that, and then this one is just like a sort of piece that you could use for basically just about anything. So it looks like you've got, and then it's got like female and male connection ports basically all over this thing, so it's pretty much you can use it in any way, shape, or form that you could possibly imagine. I'm just going to plug this into the center one there, and then we'll be able to plug in the Master Gundam onto the top on there. Put that aside. Here's the Gundam itself. Now, one thing, like I said, that I really like about these is their articulation, and they're very, very articulated. So the head is just able to swing around like that, and of course turn side to side, not all the way around, but like basically as far as you would ever want it to go. Arms are able to come up just about like that, not really too much, but you are going to get plenty of nice movement there. The elbow is going to bend, sorry, just about like that. More than 90 degrees, not 180 degrees, but that's pretty darn good. And then at the waist, you're getting some rotation there at the waist. Not much forward and back or side to side movement, but some nice rotation anyway. The skirts are able to move because they're kind of softer plastic, but they're not on like any joint. They're just kind of moving because they're softer. The legs gonna go out all the way that much, forward and back quite a bit, so no problems there at all. You are going to have rotation there at the hip, so legs can turn all the way around. just a single joint in the knee, but it's going pretty far. You can see no problems there on the knee as well. And the ankle is also quite good. The foot is going to go all the way down like that, way farther than you'd ever want it. I think this this ankle armor is, once again, it's not like articulated, it's just kind of soft plastic, so it just kind of rests on there like that. But yeah, the ankle is able to go side to side and just move very, very nicely. I actually quite like this. Now, one reason that I don't like the high grade or the master grade of the kit is because they have a terrible seam line running down the front of the leg, which seam lines are not really all that big of a deal, but it's just very annoying. And even on this like spike part on the front ankle armor has a seam line down the middle of it as well. It's just really terrible. And this one, it seems like they just cannot figure how to get rid of that seam line on this leg, because it's got the same thing there too. Hope you can see it there in the paint. So it really affects, on the black you wouldn't be able to see it much, but on that red part you can see it very clearly. I hope you can see it on camera, but it's definitely a very clear seam line there. It looks pretty ugly. Otherwise, the painted details look pretty cool. It's just some red bits here and there. And then the face looks really nice. It's even got like the kind of scar things like under the eyes. So, I don't know, it's looking very, very nice, very cool. So we'll just put that to the side for the moment after I straighten out his ankle. His ankle seems to be kind of stuck in that position. And one more cool thing I should point out is that on the bottom of the feet we've got basically the same hole that's going to be used with the base. So basically what you could do is just plug the foot onto the base like that. So you could be doing some kind of kick, although this is obviously a pretty derpy pose, but you know, you could do something like that, and voila, there you go. Now it's connected onto the foot. That's pretty cool. I mean, this pose isn't the best, but I mean, you get the idea of what you can do with that. It's pretty awesome. So let's see what else we've got here. We've got the backpack. Now, sadly, these wings don't actually open up and fold around the figure itself like they should, according to like the anime or whatever. But they are able to move, open up like this, although inside they're pretty ugly. So I'll probably just keep mine together, but they are able to open up like that, and they're just on ball joints, so they can move around every which way. And this is just going to plug just right onto the backpack there. And I think it's the same size hole. You could plug the backpack like onto the back of the skirt or the back of the arms. I don't know, let's try it just for fun. Yep. Oh no, maybe not. Yeah, you could plug the backpack onto the arm, something like that, if you really wanted to. It's pretty funny. But that's one good thing about these figures, is that all the ports are all universal, so you can mix and match stuff if you want very easily. If you wanted to give this like a shield from another kit, you could just pop it on the arm and no problem. So there's the backpack on there. Looks very, very nice. That red is pretty cool. Just a little bit of maybe some Penoline ink on that might help that also bring out the details on that red a little bit more as well. But it looks pretty nice just as is, like that, so I like that quite a bit. And hands, we've got plenty of those. These are just holding hands. Sadly, no closed fists. No closed fists for this kit, just these holding hands, but they're pretty close to fists. As you can see, there's just a little bit of a hole in there though. And that is to hold this, which is this beam ribbon effect part. It's a very nice bright pink. I think it's not showing up as bright on camera as it is in real life here. It's a very neon pink. But that's just going to fit into the hand, something like this. Let's see if I can get in there. It's actually quite a soft plastic, so see if I can fit it in there very well. Okay, I've got that in the hand, and we'll just plug that onto the arm. And there you go. And it should have no problems holding that up at all. As you can see, no problems because this thing doesn't weigh anything. It's such a soft, light plastic. This looks kind of goofy because it looks like it's just like holding a gun or something. I'll have to figure out the best pose for that. I guess it would be maybe something like this. I guess, I don't know, that looks a little bit better. But anyway, you get the idea. Other hands, we've got two kind of flat, like karate chop style hands. Very essential for martial arts kits. And then we've got two open hands. Those look really, really nice. I like those a lot. And then we've got two of the same open hands, but with some pink paint on there for the shining finger. Or the darkness finger, I guess it actually is for this one. So yeah, those are really nice. Why don't we put the darkness finger hand here on the other side. And there we go. If I can get it into focus there. Yeah, looks pretty cool. I really like this a lot. Definitely worth the price. I like this figure quite a bit. Someday, hopefully, maybe we'll get a 2.0 release of the Master Grade, and I'll be very happy to have that. In the meantime, this is definitely a cool, cheap little substitute. Just something to put on the desk. And yeah, I like it quite a bit. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.